Okay, so tablet is a category I have always been interested in, as it is supposed to bridge the gap between a smartphone and a laptop. I was an early adopter with the Nexus 7 and the Shield tablet, but then mini tablets lost their relevance as smartphone displays got larger and larger. Eventually, I switched to the iPad Pro in 2018, and that is the tablet I still use. But honestly, I never fully enjoyed it, as I always found iPadOS to be too restrictive and inflexible. So finally, I decided to get the Galaxy Tab S8, as on paper, it pretty much met all my requirements. Now that I've used this tablet for nearly a year, I'm quite well versed with all its strengths and shortcomings. So in this video, I'll share my experience of using this tablet with you guys, and we'll also discuss whether this tablet is the right fit for your requirements or not. So without any further ado, let's get started. This tablet is quite sleek and has a very clean and minimal design. It's quite thin and lightweight, but still feels quite sturdy and well built. The back and sides are made of aluminum, while the front has Gorilla Glass 5 protection. Unfortunately, there is no IP rating for this tablet, so no dust or water protection. Okay, so display is where this tablet differs from its elder siblings. While those tablets have an AMOLED display, this tablet has an LCD display. As it's an LCD display, it can't show perfect blacks. Still, the contrast level seems very impressive, at least when viewed from the front. From an angle, the blacks definitely look like dark greys. Still, overall it's a very good LCD display, and with 120Hz refresh rate, it feels very smooth and responsive. The biggest reason to go for this instead of AMOLED is that you don't have to worry about burn-in at all. One small disappointing thing is that apps like Netflix don't support HDR on this tablet, even though YouTube supports it. Coming to audio, the quad speakers on this tablet are mighty impressive. They are extremely loud and also have very good sound quality. Here is a sample. Impressive, right? Even the microphone quality is very good. Check this out. This is an audio recording test of the Galaxy Tab S8. I feel that the sound quality recorded by this tablet is much superior to what you get with most phones and tablets. What do you guys think? On the software level, you get support for Dolby Atmos, a custom equalizer, as well as Adapt Sound. I only wish this tablet had a 3.5mm audio jack, then it would have been perfect. Rear camera isn't something that is very important for a tablet, but this tablet packs in an impressive camera setup. From these samples, you can clearly see that the dynamic range is good and the colors are consistent between both cameras. The primary camera shot packs in a lot of detail, while the ultra-wide shot has an impressive field of view, but is a bit lacking in terms of details. Here, the primary camera is able to capture a good night mode shot outdoors, but the noise visible in the sky could have been controlled better. The indoor night mode shot, however, looks very impressive. The selfie camera on this tablet is also quite good, better than many mid-range phones. The front and rear cameras can record videos in 4K on this tablet. Here is a sample of the rear camera. Okay, so this is the front camera of the Tab S8. It can record 4K videos at 30 frames per second. It is an ultra-wide camera, so you can see that the field of view is pretty wide, and the video quality as well as the audio quality is also pretty good. What do you think? So overall, the camera system of the Tab S8 is much better than what you generally expect from a tablet. The mighty S Pen is an integral part of the whole Tab S8 experience. From writing screen-off memos, to navigating through the UI, to hovering on a website, to being a camera remote shutter, this S Pen can do so much. Features like magnify, glance, translate, and gestures are also very useful. Even writing with this on the tablet feels very natural, almost like writing on a piece of paper, unlike the Apple Pencil, which definitely feels like writing on glass. And the best part is that except for using the gestures and remote shutter function, you don't even need to charge the S Pen. This tablet launched with One UI 4 based on Android 12, but is now updated to One UI 5 based on Android 13. It will still receive Android 14, 15 and 16 in the future, as well as one more year of security updates, so it's definitely future-proof in terms of software. This One UI skin has a lot of added features which make multitasking a breeze on this tablet. You can do up to 3-way split screen with your apps, or quickly turn any app into a floating app and use multiple floating apps simultaneously. If you want a desktop-like UI, you can switch to DeX Mode, and it almost feels like you are using Windows with keyboard and mouse. And if the screen feels small, you can easily connect it to a large display and have a full desktop working experience. This tablet also works well with other devices. If you have a Samsung smartphone, you can copy text on one device and paste it on the other device seamlessly. You can also share paired Bluetooth devices between the phone and tablet, even if the Bluetooth device doesn't support multi-point connectivity. With the PC, you can easily share files and clipboard with Samsung Flow. You can also use the tablet as a wireless second screen for your laptop or desktop, which is very useful at times, especially when you are traveling. Then there are other unique features like edge panels, secure folder, good lock, game plugins, etc., which are very useful for personalizing the tablet. The only issue with Android tablets is the lack of high-quality professional apps like Full Photoshop, Procreate, Vector Nator, Shaper 3D, GoodNotes, etc. However, things are improving as LumaFusion, one of the best video editing apps, is now available for Android. Even Clip Studio Paint and Samsung Notes are good alternatives to Procreate and GoodNotes. Still, for creative people, iPad App Store just has a lot more high quality apps to offer. Okay, performance wise, this has to be one of the most powerful Android tablets available right now. With Snapdragon 8 Gen 1, you get quite impressive benchmark scores. However, these scores are about 10 to 15% lower than my S22 Ultra with the same chip inside. But in real world usage, there is hardly any difference between these two devices. When this tablet was launched, it wasn't very smooth, but after the One UI 5 update, this tablet has become silky smooth with hardly any noticeable stuttering. It is very good for gaming as well. Casual games run at 120 FPS, while more demanding games run at 60 FPS. However, Genshin Impact doesn't run at full stable 60 FPS, it fluctuates between 30 to 60 FPS, but it is still quite playable. The Tab S8 packs in a massive 8000 mAh battery, and it shows. This thing can go on and on for hours. I can easily get 8 to 10 hours of screen on time, even with medium to heavy usage, so I'm very happy with the battery life. With regards to charging, this tablet supports up to 45 watt charging speed, but doesn't come with a charger in the box. While 45 watt charging speed is considered below par in the smartphone world, it is actually one of the fastest charging speeds in the tablet world. The Tab S8 charges from 0 to 100 in just 80 minutes, quite impressive for an 8000 mAh battery. This tablet has a side-mounted fingerprint scanner, which doubles up as a power button. It also has face unlock for convenience. Unlike the iPad, this thing has a vibration motor and it works really well. It's not as crisp as my S22 Ultra, but having it is way better than not having it at all. This tablet also has all the necessary sensors and connectivity options. Its USB Type-C port is USB 3.2 Gen 1 port, so it offers very good data transfer speeds. It also has microSD expansion support, which is a big deal for me. I got this tablet at launch, so I got a good discount as well as a free keyboard cover worth Rs 12,000 with this tablet. Even now, you can get this tablet at a good discount. In its price range, you don't have many iPad options. Only the 10th gen iPad with 1st gen Apple Pencil is similarly priced. Compared to the iPad, the Tab S8 offers a smoother display, better stylus, faster data transfer speeds via USB, much better multitasking experience, more internal storage, as well as expandable storage. The iPad's only real advantage here is the better app ecosystem. But unless you need those high quality professional apps, the Tab S8 definitely reigns supreme. Conclusion time. As you have seen in this video, the Tab S8 performed well across the board with hardly any shortcomings. I just hope that strong Android tablet offerings like this one compel third-party app developers to make those professional apps available for Android. Once that is done, these tablets will be able to reach their full potential. With the pricing of iPads and iPad Pros getting higher and higher, the Tab S8 series makes a lot of sense for people looking to bridge the gap between their phones and laptops with a bigger display and better multitasking compared to their phones, and a much more compact and lightweight form factor compared to the laptop. However, if you are a creative professional wanting a tablet to create art or edit photos and videos or create 3D models, iPads and iPad Pros are the only option to go for right now. Alright, that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it and found it helpful. Please like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel down below. Thanks for watching.